Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So here we actually see from Bhagavad Gita one verse, Name vidu suragana prabhavam na maharshaya aham adirhi devana maharshinam cha sarvashaha. You can actually refer 10th chapter, 2nd verse. Krishna there actually says that the 33 million demigods and the Maharishis, they do not know that I am their source. And everyone is coming from me. Maharshinam cha sarvashaha. All the devas and great rishis and everyone else, they're all coming from me, Krishna says. Now we can understand that when the Lord created all the living beings, created or manifested for his service, it is difficult for the manifested beings to understand the origin. It's natural. Just like the biological children may not know the origin of the parents or their lifestyle and their past until the parents actually communicate with them. When they grow up, mature, then they may actually communicate. So until that time, they do not. So similarly, the Supreme Lord was there before everyone. So these demigods were not contemporaries to the Supreme Person. Neither Lord Shiva or Brahma, Vishnu is a direct expansion of the Supreme Lord. And all these demigods, they have a different certain percentage of Krishna's qualities and features. So Lord Shiva has 84% of godly opulences, Krishna's opulences, 84%. It's not ordinary percentage. Lord Brahma has 78%. And demigods have different. Average is, the calculation is 78%. But more we are actually attached to the material world and material opulences, our spiritual opulences and the real opulences given by God, which is spiritual opulences, diminishes. So more we desire material things, more we try to enjoy the material things, the more we will become more and more conditioned. So in that way, we may actually we may have 1% or 0.00001% of Krishna's opulence. Though originally we jivas should have 78% of Krishna's opulences. Because of this material covering, to get a bread and butter is very difficult. So such a powerful personality has become conditioned because of karma and material desires. Material desires means it's karma. So it actually brings different actions and reactions. So here, all these demigods, because they were not contemporary to the Supreme Person, they do not know Krishna's position or Krishna's life. As I said, the children may not know the parents' origins. So in order to know him, Krishna actually gives the scriptures. So these scriptures are considered to be the, what do we call it, a biography, autobiography. So the entire Vedas, entire scriptures are actually autobiography, because in all scriptures it's emphasized is Krishna is God. Whether it is a Skanda Purana or Kalki Purana or Shiva Purana, Brahma Purana, Brahmanda Purana, so many, 18 Puranas are actually there. So none of these Puranas explains anybody else than anybody else as the Supreme Person except Lord Sri Krishna. So what we need is the enlightenment. So here the Devatas even do not know. So we more often worship these demigods for our immediate material requirements. Krishna is the ultimate personality to go. And ultimately the Lord actually guides us to go to him. So all the problems will be solved. So this is the thing. So today, is Christmas, right? So Jesus Christ was one of the representatives, can be one of the pure demigods category, who actually came to preach like representatives or sons of God, like the acharyas. He is also one of the acharyas. So he has come and went to, born in Middle East and in the Jewish family, and he found discrepancies in that religion. So he started his own movement, which became Christianity, Christian movement. So because they were following the Jesus. Uh, so the idea is to establish religious principles, dharma. So many members, they have done wonderful job. Jesus and Muhammad also, Prabhupada says in um, second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, or first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, I think the fifth chapter of first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, our acharyas explains they have done wonderful job to bring the humanity to God consciousness. So we have to appreciate that. And Jesus also did the same thing. So we celebrate his birthday. We means they celebrate. Uh, we, we accept that too. There is nothing wrong in it, accepting, because we celebrate our acharyas as the Vyasa Puja. So it's like that. Jesus has a Vyasa Puja today. The whole world, the Christian groups actually worshiping him because he is the Son of God, Son of Krishna. The word Christ is a Greek word for Lord Sri Krishna. So Krishna's Greek word, in other words, is Christ. And Christ is a Greek word for Krishna. So this is the little explanation about this verse. All these representatives comes and preach God consciousness, even though they explicitly do not indicate the name of God. That is due to the situation they have created. They may not even able to understand the love and the transcendental love and great knowledge far beyond this ethics and morality. So the people are sticking with these kinds of things. So he also gave the 10 commandments. In other words, he repeated the 10 commandments far before given to Moses. So in that way, he tried to preach dharma among his people. So that is what it is. So, but hardly even the demigods and sages do not understand Krishna's position. So how the human beings we can understand unless we follow the parampara system of the scriptures. So all these personalities have worked for the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, who is the one single owner of the universe, Parabrahman. Thank you. Hare Krishna.